Good morning, Ruskin enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the predictions video. Yes, a good 13 or so hours ago. Yes, all of these skins rotated into Rustor, and basically in this video, we're going to go ahead and try and figure out which of these skins potentially might be the best investment for this week, which of these skins might help us walk away with some sweet, delicious looking profit. So sit back, relax. I'm going to start yapping. Right, so I forgot to record this last night. Also, before I even consider talking about all these all of these brand new skins right here, I should bring up that we're getting Twitch drops. Yes, it's been revealed that next week, between August 8th to the 18th, we're getting a whole bunch more of these Twitch drop skins. Yes, brand new, fresh out the oven, ever so nice, ever so interesting to look at. Get a good look at all of these. Now, why am I bringing this up? Well, if you look at all these skins very quickly, you might notice that the skins that you see here just so happen to be for the same items for the skins that you see here. Not all of them, but for some of them. And I just want to point out, well, that might be a bit of a problem for these skins here, because they might struggle to retain interest, and very likely people might forget about them, lose interest, and, well, they'll lose value. Simple as that. Very sorry to say, but it's definitely going to be a problem that we very likely will notice. So, now that we've got that out of the way, you're probably wondering, well, I mean, how can you be so sure? Couldn't I get a better look at these? Well, if we were to hop over to here real quickly, what do you see there? Well, it happens to be a showcase for all the skins, all of the August 2024 Twitch drops in one video, except one of them, which I had to do a short video for because unfortunately I didn't realise that was going to be a Twitch drop. Anyway, please consider giving this a good watch. It's got every single workshop link with the actual tweets from the content creators themselves, and I also have it all nice and chaptered. So it's all nice and available to you. I showcase these skins to the best of my ability. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it, so consider giving it a good watch. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, you're probably wondering, okay, can we talk about skins? These skins right here? Yeah, sure. So, what am I feeling most confident in? I'm looking at all these skins, and I'm going to sit here and say, by default, I'm not confident in them. Nope. I truly believe that we'll see all of these skins at some point later this year ending up in the negative. I will not be surprised in the slightest. As we get closer and closer to October, we are going to expect problems. So I have mentioned this many times in the past, and I'll mention it again. Basically, you can just look at last year as a perfect template. Last year, very high player counts during the likes of June and July, drops off in August, and it drops off pretty badly around September, October, November. The autumn-fall seasonal dip. This is a routine thing that happens every single year, aka kids go back to school. Less people play the game, less demand for skins, lower skin prices. Lo and behold, it's pretty much the exact same thing at the moment, isn't it? It's going to happen again. It's inevitable. So, please be aware of this. If you want to get a much better understanding of everything, I'll quickly hop over to here and I'll point out the likes of this. Yes, we have the Autumn Fall Seasonal Dip video right here. Please consider giving that a good watch. If you own valuable skins such as camo skins and whatnot, yeah, this is perfect for you. Plenty of chapters for you to skip ahead and get a good idea of how things are likely going to behave. If you sell now, you'll be able to pick up your skins in about 2 months' time for a much cheaper price, and you'll also have extra Steam wallets. So that'd be nice. Very, very useful. Cool. Right then. So I just explained to you very quickly the potential bad things on the horizon, but if I were to pick any of these skins, even though I don't feel confident in all of them, what would probably be the best one? Well, I'm going to sit here and say, as a hard 50-50, I'm looking at the Tier 3 armor, Black Diamond face mask, and of course chestplate. At the very least, on the horizon, I can anticipate the idea of potentially seeing Tier 2 armor, hoodie and pants, or boots and gloves. That's nice. But there is a bit of a weird problem going on. What's that? Well, you might notice this is a very interesting looking black clothing and armor option, and there very likely will be more skins produced for it. Okay, Hedge, but what's wrong? Didn't we just see Commando Tier 3 literally about 3 weeks ago? Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. Technically speaking, right now, we have 2 active black clothing and armor options. Commando Tier 3, well, the person who made this is Kosem. He decided to go on vacation, and it turns out 2 days into his vacation, this got accepted. That was a bit of a surprise for everyone. Anyway, he only just got back somewhat recently, and he has already produced some Tier 2 armor. This is now effectively available for future Rustors, and you might potentially see it next week or the week after. You get the idea. You understand. Cool. What's going to happen? So, with the likes of the Black Diamond here, well then, will the skin creators potentially be producing Tier 2 hoodie and pants or boots and gloves anytime soon? Maybe they might take a break. So this is produced by the likes of Bad Trip and Hulk, and recently they're just kind of doing like various different things. So they were doing a Ruin Crate recently, they did some Ronin weapons, they put out Black Diamond weapons every now and then. I bet they're probably going to do another Black Diamond weapon, then do hoodie and pants or Tier 2. That's what I think might happen. Now, just to be sure of it, maybe you don't need to rush into buying this. You know, if you look at this from the financial perspective, it's better to wait. Both of these skins here are abnormal. If you don't know what an abnormal skin is, please consider going to my YouTube, watch my most recent Rust Skin Abnormal Barders video, which you can see right here. Just watch the first 5 minutes, then scroll down, look in the description, skip ahead to the barders. You'll basically get an easy idea of how this all works. Basically, abnormal skins become marketable before the Rust even rotates, and we can use that to our advantage. We can jump in, do barders immediately, and then afterwards look at the barder support, aka look at all the barders that have already been put down, and get a good idea, are those skins actually going to retain their value, or, well, are they not? So you get the idea. Cool. So, with the likes of these, we can wait until Wednesday. I will be streaming on Twitch. Look in the description to see the links to all my socials. And we'll be sitting here looking at the sales and figuring out what might be a perfect price to offer for them. Will we actually see the likes of tier 2 hoodie and pants or boots and gloves being submitted by then? If we do, all right, things are spicy then, because we'll be questioning, oh, will we get the instant continuation or not? Or, of course, will the likes of this potentially be accepted? Who knows? But you understand my cautiousness now. I can't help but assume either Commando or Black Diamond potentially might have problems and maybe don't get another acceptance. But with this being made by Bad Trip, who's been ever so successful in the past with plenty of skins accepted, I can't help but assume maybe I'll lean more towards the likes of Bad Trip. But then again, Cosim's also been successful. And here's the weird thing. Bad Trip's already made Black Gold collection before. They've already made a black collection. Cosim was the man behind the Legacy Kevlar collection. I don't know what's going on. Face punched asides with their Rustors. So, we'll leave it at that. I'm going to wait until Wednesday. I very likely will just stick with doing a buy order. $3 is kind of high, but I'll tell you now, the price of blackout, face mask is only like $6 and the chest plate's like $4. Don't assume this is still much cheaper compared to the blackout. It's actually not that far off. So, now that we've said that and whatnot, it's up to you how you go about it. If you like it, by all means, go ahead and buy it. Support that skin creator. Keep them nice and motivated. Keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. If you want to get a much better look at the likes of the Black Diamond Tier 3, please consider watching my Rust rotation video. I give it a much, ever so nice look up close. The diamonds, they are very, very shiny. Is that a good thing? No. Well, consider watching the Rust rotation video. Right. Cool. So, with that said, I was 50-50 on those skins. All of these other skins here, problems. I can't help but assume every single one of them will be going down in the negative eventually. But if I had to pick one out, what would I probably go for? I guess I'll go for Ultramarine Garage Door. So it's been 13 hours, and this Ultramarine Garage Door, well, it's done, just to be 100% sure, over 9,000 subscribers. I reckon by 24 hours it'll do about 15,000 subscribers. That's quite a lot, and I worry for this because, of course, I've already mentioned we're getting Twitch drops. And it just so happens that we're getting some very, very interesting garage doors being given away for free next week. We have T-Guy Tom's nice and comfy looking garage door right there, and we have Alone in Tokyo's solemn, quiet, destitute, scary, cool looking garage door. Produced by the guys that made the Shadowborn collection, so you can see that, can't you? Oh, yeah. So basically, hopping back over to here, would the likes of this potentially suffer because we know we're getting some very interesting looking garage doors being given away for free next week? Probably, because that costs $3. Now, I'm going to sit here and say, do you like the design? Is this something you think you'd enjoy? I will sit here and say, I will not be surprised in the slightest if the skin creator produces more deplorable skins, turns this into a deplorable collection. I fully expect it. It's got a calm pattern. If you had like a full base of various different skins like this, I'm sure you probably like the vibes and whatnot. But it's like, is this going to keep its $3 price? Come on now, Hedge, just tell me. I doubt it. I truly doubt it. Just take a look at all the previous garage doors that came out this year and you can easily see why. We've received a lot of garage doors and we're expecting even more. It says 19 at the moment, but we know we're getting 2 more garage doors as Twitch drops next week, so it will be 21 effectively. We are now in August. We still have a good 4 months. Yep, 16 Rust doors or so. I can't help but assume we'll be getting up to 30 garage doors. It will not surprise me. That includes Twitch drops and whatnot. So as I scroll down, you notice that, well, those only came out last week. They're already at evens. Do not be surprised if a few more days' time they're in the negative. Remember Nuke Room Garage Door? Down by 35%. Moto Party? Down by 53%. Oh, God. Down 35, down 37, down 12, down 35. That's doing all right because Wilgem said he liked it and therefore everybody must buy it. Wilgem effect. Okay. Too Many Octopus? Down 52. Or even Shadowborn. Shadowborn has like 6 skins accepted in its deplorable collection. Even that's in the negative. There's far too many skins. Copyright issue, and that just happens to be doing all right. So yeah, the vast majority of these garage doors are not holding up very well. Chances are it's most likely due to the fact that we got instantly another garage door accepted afterwards. I will not be surprised in the slightest if we see 30 by the end of the year. Last year we saw 27, and the year before that we saw 28. So yeah, there will be more. There will be more Twitch drops. They're probably going to look cooler than the ones we see here. I'm not being mean, but yeah, people, they're not loyal to their skins. Oh look, new shiny one. I must have that instead and throw away the old one. It's like that with all AK-47s basically, but with the likes of this at $3, I'm pretty sure I could just pick that up for a cheaper price. And at the rate it's selling, I can't help but assume it might be a little bit oversaturated. So you might see quite a lot of them on the Steam market. I'm pretty confident I could just pick that up for a cheaper buy order. But if you like what you see, by all means, buy it, use it, enjoy it, support the skin creator, keep them nice and motivated, keep wanting to put out nice creative designs in the future. But looking at this with a financial perspective, I see problems. I'm not confident. I'm very likely just going to stick with doing a buy order. That right there is abnormal. So we can sit there and say at the very least, we can use that to our advantage. Cool, so I'm not confident in it, but a smart buy order can always still lead to potential profit. So we'll wait until Wednesday, see what the sales look like, then we'll come up with a good decision. Right then, out of these other skins that I see here, what am I reasonably confident in? Potentially, I'd probably go with the Rock. So the Quarantine Collection is a bit of a funny one, but you might notice a lot of the weapons here doing quite alright, except the AK. But the MP5, crossbow, SAR, and even the recent Thompson, still doing pretty good. That's only up by a bit, but you know what? It's a lot better than it being bad. All right, so thumbs up to that. Oh, the garage door down 21. Well, we just talked about garage doors, didn't we? So this rock right here, I will bring it up. It's not exactly insane. It's a bit reflective and whatnot. It's fine, but with the weapons and whatnot, clearly people like the infected design of the weapons. Would they like the rock? I don't fully know. But what I will sit here and say is we've had quite a lot of rock skins, haven't we? And we're getting a new one as a Twitch drop next week, Mr. Throat's ever so stunning looking rock. Oh, yes. With the likes of this, we've had that Twitch drop, we've had that Twitch drop. This was marketable, this was marketable, this was marketable, this was marketable. Down 28, down 21, down 16, and down 29. I don't think this is going to sell that much, but doesn't mean that that's going to be totally safe. This only did 9,000 sales, and it's already sitting there at, well, down by 29%. However, how many listings does this Ice Eye rock have? It's only got 29. And I can't help but assume we'll probably see a lot more Ice Eye skins potentially being accepted in the future because there's still more skins being put on the workshop for it. It's not that far off from rising back up to its Rust store price. It's what, maybe 10, 15 sales? That could easily happen over time. So I still think something like that is going to be doing all right in the future. This right here, I question it. I do believe it will be going below its Rust store price, yes. How low will it go? I want to see how many sales it has by Wednesday. This is not abnormal, but chances are I will be sticking with doing a buy order. So, Mr. Circuit, you've been putting out quite a lot of quarantine skins recently, and you've been quite successful. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps producing more. But the likes of that rock right there, I don't imagine it will go down to less than $1. And, well, got to wait until next week. You understand to a point. I can see it working out okay-ish. A smart buy order can still lead to potential success. Cool, alright then. So, with the remaining skins, what am I looking at? I guess I'll go with Neon Lighthouse door. I will sit here and say sheet metal doors are not doing well in terms of retaining their value. They have all gone down in price, the ones that came out this year. As you can see, oh dear, down 42, down 23, down 20, point made. So, when you look at all of these, you might notice some of them are part of collections. Look, Shadowborn right here. That's got like 6 skins accepted in all of it, and it's still down by a third. Oh dear. Okay. This will go below its Rust store price. It's inevitable. I'm very sorry to say, but yeah. But I will sit here and say the skin creator, Mr. Sadis, has produced some very interesting skins in the past. Ooh. I'm pretty sure we potentially might be seeing an interesting looking Neon Monuments design collection potentially on the horizon. So over the course of this weekend, keep an eye on the workshop because I'm pretty confident we'll probably see something like a dome garage door, launch site, armored door or something. You get the idea. So keep an eye out for the likes of that. I think we might get some interesting things being produced. If it happens. We'll see. But yes, even though that is a door, it's a deplorable. If we do potentially see another deplorable being accepted, by default I would say, oh yes, it might spike demand. But sheet metal doors, as I said, even ones from notable collections, they've still suffered. They've still just gone down in price regardless. We have far too many sheet metal door skins that exist. There's far too many to compare to. It's very unlikely that that's going to be doing good for the foreseeable future. But eventually as time goes on, so as long as there's a big collection, maybe it does work out quite alright. We shall see. But I can't help but assume, yes, it's gone down. How low will it go? We'll wait until Wednesday next week. It's abnormal. We can use that to our advantage. Cool. Next, what am I looking at that might work out quite all right? I'm going to go with the Beyond Reason wooden door. Again, wooden doors, pretty much the same thing to a point. It's more of a case of how much time are you dedicating to having a wooden door on your base? Not a lot. You will be using one at certain points, but not for long. And unfortunately, you can see how that kind of affects the price of these skins here. Maybe people are satisfied with one particular skin and that's it. I mean, sure, that's fine. And I don't think you're going to be really switching these around that much to be able to get a certain skin on them. Anyway, Beyond Reason wooden door, you very likely will end up like the Chalk Menace and the My First Wooden Base door right there. They've gone down in price pretty quickly. They only came out somewhat recently, didn't they? Anyway, you have a very cool looking design on you. I know a lot of people will be appreciating that. I know a lot of people will like that. But I can't help but assume that we kind of want to see that on some other deplorables. And I know for a fact that the skin creator very, very likely will be continuing this. We'll probably see a sheet metal door, a garage door, a rug, a locker, who knows. But I expect more. And I hope they do tweak the designs of this a fair bit so it's something interesting, something different for every single deplorable. Something interesting to look forward to. But I don't imagine that wooden door is going to go up in price that much. A smart builder could still potentially lead to some interesting profits, just don't imagine much of them. It's not selling that much so far. Maybe it doesn't sell too much by next Thursday. We shall see. This is abnormal. We can use that to our advantage. We'll see how things turn out. Cool. Right, next game, what am I looking at? I'll go with the Heater AR. It looks cool. It looks fine. It's a perfectly standard looking AK-47 produced by 19J, looking so nice with an orange aim sight, which should be good for most environments. However, as I quickly look over to here and take a quick look at these Twitch drops that will be coming out next week, oh dear, that looks stunning. That looks amazing. Dios mio, and my god. Cool looking AKs. Nice, shiny, trimmed in gold. Do you think that Heater AK is going to keep interest? No. No. It's going to very likely end up like all the other AKs that came out in the past, over the past year, end up going down in price pretty quickly and probably down to around $1. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh look, Black Diamond actually went up in price, probably because the armor appearing today. Interesting. And of course, Thunder Gold's still doing alright. Alright then, so let's also just do this real quickly. Why did I close it? It's the morning, I'm sorry. Look at these. Now, this is sitting at $1.99. All weapons and tools sell for the standard price of $1.99. I'm going to look at this based on prices. It is selling at the standard price, and yet it's in the upper half. Every single AK that you see here that's below it is selling at a cheaper price. There are far too many AKs that exist. There are problems because of that. There's far too much to compare to. AKs by default, not good investments. Very straightforward. That very likely will be going below $1. I will not be surprised. I'm very sorry to say. Right, moving on. What else can we talk about? NEONWIRE Bow. Cool looking design. I think a lot of people will be impressed by it, but it glows in the dark very brightly. We see this ever so nicely in my rust rotation video, so feel free to go ahead and take a look at the likes of that. Now, yeah, this is a detriment, I'm very sorry to say. People are not going to be happy with the fact that loads of people are going to spot them very easily at night. It's very noticeable. I show it off in my rust rotation video, and if I could just show you this real quickly, if I could just go over to the likes of Pumpkin Bow, yep. This was a glow-in-the-dark bow that's given away, oh, it was in the rust store, in the Halloween rust store for 2023. There you go. And what's the problem, Hedge? Well, people did not care for it. If I go over to the Steam market right now, take a look at its sales history. So right now this is currently listed at like $1.40. There's a good reason for that. For its initial existence, this went down in price ever so quickly, and it went all the way down to less than 80 cents. That's alarming. But what happened was, around February early this year, it got manipulated. The manipulators bought all of the stock out, inflated the value, and made it look as if it was worth $9. Do not rely on something like this happening, and also be aware that this only did like 4,000 subscribers. This has already done 4,000 subscribers already. This is going to probably end up with like 10,000 plus. I don't think that's going to get manipulated. Do not rely upon that, okay? That very likely will be going down in price, and it will suffer. Much like how the Pumpkin Bow did initially, this is the expected future. Who knows what might happen afterwards, but yeah. I'm sure some of you like the design. By all means, if you like it, treat yourself, buy it, enjoy it. But as an investment, no. No. You could just buy it for a cheaper price in the future, potentially. It's up to you what you do with your money. Cool looking design. Keep up the good work, Mr. Mad Polly. I would prefer to see that in deplorables, though. Cool. So that's gone down in price. And then we have the ADOBE Furnace. Cool looking design. When you light it up at night, it doesn't really have any pattern that lights up. It's just like a standard furnace. I can't help but assume the only real good thing to use this is with the likes of the ADOBE building skin. How often are you even using that skin? You tell me. Feel free to comment below. Anyway, let's just go ahead and take a look at all the previous Adobe skins that have been produced in the past. Down 57, down 50, down 60, down 37, down 57. Have I made my point? Cool. Right, so I do not believe that'll be holding up very well. And on the horizon, we have Valaire's ever so nice and comfy looking furnace right here. It has a hidden kitty, right? Watch my August Twitch drop video to get a good look at this. It's a very comfy looking furnace, and it's going to be given away for free. Cool. Awesome. So I don't think that'll be doing very well. I will not be surprised in the slightest if it goes down in price pretty quickly. I will not be surprised in the slightest if it sells for less than $1. You get the idea. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to hold up very well. So that was very straightforward. Not confident with this week's skins. It's unfortunate, but I feel like I've reasonably explained everything as to why. Now, let's just talk about one extra thing. I want to talk about the brand new TC skin. So I just want to sit here and say, listen, if you're wanting this, but you're not in any rush, wait it out. There appears to be some problems for a lot of people naturally trying to get a hold of this skin. Basically, you have to do it in a specific manner, apparently. I've got Protox here on Twitter. He's showcasing that you have to do it in-game. There seems to be some confusion. Maybe wait it out for maybe a week. I'm pretty sure someone will have some sort of YouTube video, like a guide to showcase how to do it. That's probably the smarter way to go about it, because some people have jumped at the opportunity to try and get this, but apparently doing it through their website doesn't work to get the skin. I don't fully know. This is why I say just sit and wait a bit. Find out what the true way of doing it is, and then you'll find. You get the idea. Thumbs up, because you don't want to accidentally lose some money. But I do hope you actually look at their services and whatnot. They even have guides to showcase how to get set up and whatnot. That's nice of them. So cool. But yeah, chances are the best way to go about it is to just wait a week, see how it's done, then do it. Sounds good? And apparently we got a better discount here, Experience 2019. If you want to use that, feel free to do so. I'm not sure if it's still going to work, but someone pointed it out, and I think it works. Cool. Right then, so that was basically everything. I'm out of breath. I hope it was nice, concise, and straight to the point. Best of luck with you and your investments. And also, if I could just bring this up to you real quickly, keep an eye on the commits. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's been mentioned recently, such as a brand new Frontier DLC, Blowpipe weapon for the jungle, potentially. Jungle Ruins keeps getting mentioned. A brand new Tier 1 SMG. What might that be? We'll wait and see, but it will be mentioned here. So, of course, as we now look towards the February force wipe, the September, where am I? September force wipe, the September update, we'll keep an eye out and see what potentially will be coming out for then. Bike Speedo. Oh, speedometer. Okay, cool. Anyway, so I'm done. Thank you very much for watching me. Best of luck with you and your investments. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the August month. Enjoy the summer, because the skin prices are going down soon. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry.